Welcome to the Department of Astronomy at San Diego State University. My name is Jerome Orris, and I'm the undergraduate and graduate advisor for the department. And I'm here to take a few minutes to introduce you to our department and tell you all the wonderful things we have here. Along with myself, we also hear from Dr. Robert Quimby, who is our observatory director, and we'll also hear from Madeline Overton, who is a current astronomy major in our department. Just a few program highlights for us. We are the only standalone astronomy department in the California State University system. Other departments might have physics and astronomy departments, but we are the only campus in the Cal State system that has a dedicated astronomy department. All the faculty are committed to undergraduate education. We are all actively engaged in astronomical research. Our students can actively participate in this research under the direction of the faculty. We have excellent research facilities, including our Mount Laguna Observatory, about 40 miles east of campus. We offer an astronomy major with an emphasis in the Bachelor of Science. This might be an appropriate emphasis if you're interested in going on to work in a high-tech industry or perhaps go on to graduate school. We also have an astronomy major with an emphasis in the Bachelor of Arts. And this might be appropriate if you're interested in going on, for example, into an educational path. Some possible careers after you leave here with an astronomy major. We've had students recently go on to various jobs and careers in education, including K through 12 and also community college. As noted before, the emphasis in the Bachelor of Arts is a good pathway for this career. We also have had students that have graduated and are working in local high-tech industries. Also, recent students working at various NASA centers, for example, the Jet Propulsion Laboratory up near Pasadena and the Space Telescope Science Institute just outside Baltimore. We also have a few recent graduates rather, working at various major observatories, for example, the Gemini Observatory in Hawaii. I urge you to check out the Astronomy Career Resources page maintained by the American Astronomical Society. It's a very good resource for people who are interested in astronomy careers at all levels, including students. We have lots of scholarship money available for our majors, including the William F. Lucas Scholarship. This is up to $6,000 per year for astronomy majors. We also have the Harrington Award for Service, up to $1,000 per year. And recently, we've received a generous endowment from the Theodore and Lone New Booth family. And this money will support upper division astronomy majors and also astronomy graduate students. Our students can get involved in the department in a number of ways. For example, we have a very strong program in astronomy outreach, including having informational sessions for the public, so-called science samplers, where we have students from local high schools touring the various departments in the College of Sciences. We also can conduct telescope viewing and planetarium shows as part of our outreach. We have a very nice planetarium, which is used both for our Astro 101 and 109 courses, and also it's available for public shows and outreach. And so we have here some images of the inside of the planetarium dome with this nice old school type of planetarium projector. We conduct star parties, both daytime and nighttime. We have several telescopes outfitted with proper solar filters so we can view sunspots during the day. And also at night from the roof of the Physics Astronomy Building, we have telescopes there, both portable and fixed, that we can use to look at various things like the moon, the planets, and so on. We also run a program called Project Astro, in which faculty and students can go into local schools, middle school and high schools, and discuss various aspects of astronomy. And so we encourage our students to get involved with this wonderful program. San Diego State University sponsors various student clubs, and the sponsored organization for the Department of Astronomy is the Schwartz Astronomical Society. And they do a combination of sort of outreach events where they help us out with various efforts. And then they also just do things on their own. For example, camping trips, star parties. On the image on the left, we see pictures from a recent trip to the Griffith Observatory at just outside Los Angeles. So I urge you to check out the club at this web address there. As I mentioned before, we also have a nice observatory east of campus. And our observatory director, Robert Quimby, is here to tell you a little bit about it.
Oh, hi there. My name is Robert Quimby, and I am a professor in SDSU's Department of Astronomy. I'm also the director of the Mount Lagoon Observatory, which I'm sure you know all about. Oh, well, in that case, allow me to tell you about one of SDSU's hidden jewels. Like other major universities, San Diego State has its own observing facilities right on campus. So right here, next to the Department of Astronomy, there are some domes you'll see on the roof here. But this is not the observatory that I want to tell you about today. These are great facilities, but the facility I want to talk to you about today, the Mount Lagoon Observatory, is actually 50 miles to the east, out here in the mountains where the skies at night are much darker. You'll find the observatory out here in Mount Laguna, which is well outside of the major metropolitan area. The observatory is situated in 5 acres of land in the Cleveland National Forest. We have multiple research telescopes, and we also have a telescope which is dedicated for education and public outreach activities. The observatory is not open to the public, but if you are a student at SDSU, you may have the opportunity through one of our classes to actually go to the observatory and observe with our telescopes. At the heart of the observatory's public outreach activities, and one of the key features offered by our courses for non-majors, is the opportunity to look through the 21-inch Bowler telescope. So this telescope is dedicated for eyepiece observing, and when I say 21 inches, what I mean is there's a mirror in here that collects light, and that mirror has a diameter of 21 inches. So this is what most people would consider a large telescope, but actually at the observatory, this is one of the smaller telescopes we have. Through this telescope, students have the opportunity to see craters on the moon, the rings of Saturn, the moons of Jupiter, and objects that are simply too faint to be seen from the city lights, like nebula and even other galaxies. And as this time-lapse video of the skies above the observatory shows, even when they're not looking through one of our telescopes, students can just go outside and look up and be treated to sights that they may never have seen before, including the Milky Way, and satellites orbiting high above the Earth. Students wise enough to major in astronomy will be trained in the use of our 40-inch telescope, that's a 1-meter aperture telescope, and they may have the opportunity to use some of our other research facilities as part of faculty research programs or even for their own thesis projects. Our research facilities include the 40-inch or 1-meter telescope, the 50-inch or 1.3-meter Phillips Claude telescope, and a new ultra-wide field survey telescope called Everyscope. At the junior and senior level, we offer courses for astronomy students to acquire and analyze data from our 1-meter telescope, and they can use this information to derive such things as the age and distance to star clusters. For our graduate students, we offer a course in astronomical techniques in which the students can observe the brightness of supernova over time and learn about how to fit models to those data to derive parameters such as the peak brightness. And then using some Python code that the students develop, they can use that information to determine what the expansion rate of the universe is. And from this, they can actually estimate the age of the universe. I hope that gives you some idea of what we do at the Mount Lagoon Observatory. And remember that while others may promise you the stars, at the Mount Lagoon Observatory, we deliver.
Finally, I'd like to introduce you to Madeline Overton. She is a current astronomy major, and she would like to share some of her perspectives about what it's like to be an astronomy major here at San Diego State.
Hello, my name is Madeline Overton, and I'm a fourth-year astronomy student. I also have minors in interdisciplinary studies and mathematics. I switched to the astronomy major in my second year, and since then, I've been involved in a wide range of interesting astronomy research topics, including image processing and stellar evolution. I have also been involved in the astronomy department through the Swartz Astronomical Society, which is our astronomy club. This club has been very influential on my academic journey because it was where I was first introduced to astronomy research and also where I've met other students with similar academic and career interests. I'm currently the secretary of the astronomy club, and I've really enjoyed organizing our club events such as the star parties, and I've enjoyed cultivating our astronomy department community. I'll be graduating in May, after which I will be continuing on to get my PhD in astrophysics. I'm so thankful for my amazing peers and the awesome faculty here at SDSU who have helped me get to this point. Although I won't be here to welcome you myself, I hope next year's incoming students will be able to find their place in the SDSU astronomy department.
So thank you for watching our short introductory video. If you have any further questions about our department and about what we're doing here, you can always reach me at my email, which is jorosse@sdsu.edu. So thanks again for watching.